Hello and welcome to The Briefing, coming to you live from Studio 1 here at Midori House in London this Christmas Day 2025. I'm Tom Edwards. Coming up on this very special edition of the programme, who's the main man we need to speak to today? Direct from Lapland, that's right, Santa Claus himself. We'll be talking to our correspondent in just a moment. Plus, another perennial figure of Yuletide fun, it's Monocle's Robert Bound. He'll be telling us what's under his tree this year. And a little later...
We don't want to use the word hotel because we don't feel like hotel. It's a home. Welcome to our home and please share it and enjoy it.
Monocle's Guy Delaunay explores a new mountaintop resort in Slovenia. That's all coming up here on this Christmas Day edition of The Briefing with me, Tom Edwards. A very warm welcome to this special Christmas Day edition of The Briefing with me, Tom Edwards. Now, Finnish Lapland has built a global tourism industry around one very familiar figure. That's right, Santa Claus. Our correspondent, Petri Burtsoff, travelled to Rovaniemi, a town that's made a pretty convincing case for being Santa's official home. He went underground, met a few elves, and, most importantly, sat down with the man himself to ask some pressing questions. Petri has this.
The temperature has dropped far below zero, and the ground is covered in a thick layer of powdery snow. Just outside the center of Rovaniemi, in Finnish Lapland, perched on a forested hill, a set of doors leads deep underground into Santa's grotto. This is Santa Park, a subterranean attraction where visitors wander through tunnels lined with workshops, bakeries, and classrooms, all staffed by Santa's elves. They train year-round in toy making, gingerbread baking, and elf etiquette, while choirs rehearse Christmas songs for December's peak season. Although Santa is not the only reason tourism in Lapland is booming, there are the northern lights, reliable snow for almost half the year, and an abundance of winter activities. It's clear that the region has branded itself as Santa's homeland in a remarkably convincing way. But rather than rely on marketing slogans, I went straight to the source. First of all, Santa, thank you for welcoming me here. Maybe we can start with, if you can tell our listeners about this place where we are. Is this your home?
Yes, this is my city home in Rovaniemi. And of course I have even my real home in the very, very deep forest, but that's top secret. So here is the city home, and here I will even welcome all the visitors that come here to see me in Rovaniemi.
And now to all the people around the world who are listening to this radio show, what do they need to do to meet the real Finnish Santa?
Oh, that's very easy. They can take a hike with my sledge and Rudolph, but perhaps it's easier to come by. They can come by an aeroplane here or by train from Helsinki. I have a own train. It's called Santa's Express, and it goes straightly from Helsinki here to Rovaniemi.
Now that I had a first-hand source at my disposal, I asked Santa to settle a long-running geographical dispute. There has been some dispute about where Santa lives, because some people believe that he lives on the North Pole, and I have even heard some people say in Sweden. Mostly they think that he lives in Sweden, but can you just set the record straight here?
Yeah, I will tell you. This is the only place where I live, and that's in Rovaniemi. But I understand that they perhaps think that this is so long, far away in the north, so it's very close to the North Pole. But Rovaniemi is the right name of the place where I live. So I really understand that people will be a little bit confused, but it's very far north, but the place is Rovaniemi. So here they can come and see me from the whole world, and I have daily visitors from the whole world, from more than 25-30 countries. For example, today it has been from Singapore, from Ukraine, from Great Britain, from UK, from the States, from Australia, or from Sweden.
Children around the world write letters to Santa, but meeting him in person comes with its own set of expectations.
Oh, at first so they ask if they are on the very nice list. And then, of course, they ask for all kind of wishes, you know. It could be, sometimes they ask for a lot of good health. They ask for all kind of toys. Someone asked me for a Lamborghini. And then one guy asked me one day, I know that my dad will prefer to have a great big Aston Martin Formula One car, but it's perhaps so heavy and big to take in the sledge, so I offered them a smaller one. Mm-hmm.
Okay. So you cannot always get what you wish for. You have to be very, very nice that year.
You understand, they ask for some very technical stuff. I'm not so sure that my elf can make any iPads and iPhones and something like that. It sounds so very difficult, these human magic machines.
And for those inspired to pay Santa a visit in Lapland, be warned, it may come with a long-term commitment.
At the same time, when they're visiting me, they have to make the elf school here. I have a very good school. Unfortunately, so it takes a little bit time, about 99 years, but it's a very, very good school. So they normally make the elf school before they're flying back home. And if they're making a very good job in the elf school, so perhaps they can stay here and become an elf.
It's only a few days until Santa departs on his annual journey to deliver presents to children around the world. After what will undoubtedly be a long day of singing, dancing and navigating air traffic control with flying reindeer, what does Santa do when the last present is delivered?
I tell you what. Then I sit down at the table and then I have a very big plate of Christmas porridge, a very big one made by Miss Claus. And then after that I will have a short nap for about 2, 3, 4 hours. And then again I have a very big plate of Christmas porridge.
Finally, Santa had a message for Monocle Radio listeners around the world. Now that you have the attention of all the Monocle Radio listeners all around the world, what do the listeners need to do to make sure that Santa delivers nice presents for them this year?
They have to be very nice and very kind to each other at first. That's very nice. And then and be very helpful to each other. That's the best deal for to have some nice Christmas gifts. And of course, I always even ask for some favors from the people that come here to see me, to keep the chimney clean and no fire in the fireplace, and because it's so healthy for my stomach, so I really would like to have some nice minced pies and chocolate cookies. That's perfect for me as well, and no Santa traps in the garden. Merry Christmas and all the best to all of you in the whole world. Merry Christmas.
For Monocle Radio in Santa's home in Lapland, I'm Petri Burtsov.
Big thanks to Petri Burtsov in Rovaniemi for Monocle Radio. Up next, on The Briefing, we see if Monocle's Robert Bound has been naughty or nice this year. I think I may know the answer to that already. Stay tuned. You are listening to a very special Christmas Day edition of The Briefing. What jollity we've already enjoyed, with just some of our global staff, far-flung as they are, telling us how they're spending their Christmas Day. And listeners, the treats just keep coming. If that was the smoked salmon starter, the turkey's here right now, and its name is Robert Bound. Merry Christmas, Rob.
Tom, yeah, I see I've got slightly bad reception down here in the wilds of southeast London in Blackheath, where I'm going to remain for just another couple of minutes to speak to you before we all get in the car. We drive down to the even further southern wilds of Sussex. That's TBC. Nice to be described as the. Have you ever seen me with bacon, 2 strips of bacon over my back?
On more than one occasion, Rob, to be honest.
It's one of the Monocle Christmas party tricks.
One of the great.
I know you've been party too.
Yeah, slathered in butter. Let's leave that there, Robert. It's funny. So you're in Blackheath. It's only a stone's throw from London, but it almost feels like you're right here in the room with me.
It is.
Maybe that's just the spirit of Christmas.
It's the brilliance of the producers here at Monocle Radio, Tom, under your watchful guidance that make this such
auspices.
Is it a tight ship? I suppose we're on the banks of the Thames, very close to me.
It's tight, Rob.
I can see some tight ships where I'm standing.
It's as tight as it gets, newsroom-wise. But tell me, so you're idling momentarily for us before heading to the beautiful countryside.
The beautiful south.
What are the kind of Christmas Day Rob staples, the things, you've presumably had a bit of a probe of stocking.
Yeah.
Found a few little delights now. What are the other kind of never missed bound favourites?
I suppose it's obviously still, despite the fact that obviously I'm 48, putting a large glass of sherry out for Father Christmas.
Good.
He never seems to drink it these days, so that's obviously the first stop on the stairs on the way down.
Not that one back.
Christmas morning. Oh, that's better.
What about
we're good to go.
What about for the reindeer? Get the chopped around a carrot or?
Well, actually, yeah. What could it be? I mean, it's anything with currants in, anything to make their noses as red as they're purported to be in the good songs, I suppose.
More brandy, maybe. I don't know.
More brandy, yeah.
But this is interesting.
So these are and then it's prodding around the tree.
Love it.
What do you do? Do you like to have a feel of the stocking before you get?
Before I take the plunge. I don't know. Pacing.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Pacing is everything. Whether it's unwrapping a surprise.
I mean, how do you unwrapping your gifts?
Yes.
From the beautiful Edwards family.
Yeah.
Do you go for the kind of the things that you think might know are the cheapest and sort of and then do you allow as the receiver? Can you wait for the money shot?
I mean,
the best present. I mean,
I like to try not to go too early and dive straight in. It is difficult. The thing is, what my proclivities are.
Also, actually, just generally, I don't think we've ever covered this on one of our Christmas podcasts. Just generally, in terms of obviously of gifts, do you like to give or receive?
Straight down the middle.
Okay.
I find joy in both of those things. I can only imagine the face you're making there, Rob. I don't know why.
And paint a little bit of a picture, Tom, for me, if I may, of what you're up to at manning the desk at Studio One at Midori House. What's around you in the studio today? I mean, have you kind of lent into Christmas? You've obviously done a bit of Christmas with the family, and you've come in, especially you're heading out later. How does it work for you?
And is everyone hungry? Great. Hold that thought for 3 hours. I'll be back later.
I'm just doing some live radio.
A fast car's taking me across London. But as you can imagine, I've got the Christmas jumper, Santa hat.
Good.
Nude from the waist down. Other traditions that I enjoy on Christmas Day. Did you hear all of them?
I didn't hear all of them.
No, that's probably for the best.
Okay.
But then,
by the way, just to paint a picture, I'm wearing just a very loose-fitting dressing gown. It's unseasonably warm here. It
always is, isn't it?
Yeah.
Is that a Blackheath thing? On the Heathlands.
It's very muggy here.
Let's roll the clock a little bit further forward. So you've got this journey ahead of you. Will you be sort of stupefied, or do you like to kind of take a little easy? Will you sort of rest your eyes on the way down there? Not if you're driving, presumably.
I'm the designated driver.
Oh, are you?
In our small family. So we'll be whizzing down, and it doesn't matter what. We'll obviously have all the doors and windows open because we've got to have the fire on, both fires lit, all of that stuff.
A fire in your car?
Yeah, exactly.
Incredible.
It's fairly, you know what a traditionalist I am, Tom.
There's half timbers.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
No, and also, the fire's going. Brilliant.
Woody.
I love that. And then what do you do? Also, I'm trying to think. Christmas Day Eve.
You're trying to say this in a way so as not to tee me up to say something silly, unseasonably slutty.
Rob, I've known you long enough that I can't do that. So what happens? Is it a sort of a bracing evening walk?
Yeah, so it's down there. So it's and then it'll be immediate. It'll be champers, blinnies, all that stuff with the family, extended family. Pop round. My cousin will probably come round ostentatiously driving his tractor. I'm like, we know you're a Farmer Lee, but you have to ride the Massey Ferguson into
Christmas with Farmer Lee.
There you go.
You can use that one, Rob.
Exactly.
He may have heard that before.
He might have heard that before. So that's all good. And then it'll be sort of late lunch, about sort of 3:30. It's beginning to get dark, but that's all good. And then it's kind of sober up with a walk around the fields by torchlight.
Oh, love it.
Right? So that's kind of pretty good. And then it's card games and stuff in the evening, and then it rolls on.
That's the thing, isn't it? Just a few, and then it's kind of the
card games are good.
The joy of the season.
That's sort of thing, because they kind of keep you sharp enough, rather than you can't be switching the TV on Christmas Day. Obviously, you've got kids, so that's probably a different story.
Do you know what? They've really got into playing.
Really?
Well, worryingly got into playing poker.
Okay.
Big old family poker game.
Oh, nice.
The chips will be down.
Okay.
And then, Rob, at what point do you then I don't know, start looking further ahead? Or is it just about stopping everything, just taking a second?
No, well, it's
immersing
quite
yourself?
busy actually for us this year. So that we're doing a bit of a road trip. So we're going to see formerly of this parish, Mr. Saul Taylor, whose birthday is on the 28th of December.
That's right.
So we think
the parties rolls on and on.
Exactly. So we're going to kind of do a bit of Christmas up near him in Northumberland. And then we're rolling on up to further friends of this parish, Mr. Hugo MacDonald for Hogmanay
this is
in Edinburgh.
proper.
So it's proper. I'm going to basically be a glorified. So my wife, my lovely wife, will be asleep in the passenger seat while I might as well don the full chauffeur outfit. Maybe she'd like that. Yeah.
Driving gloves, the whole work.
The works, yeah. So it's going to be a multifaceted, multi-step approach to Christmas. I'm going to be exhausted by the time we all come back to work, Tom, hopefully.
I'm exhausted already.
What about you then? So, and how's it panning out for you? So you're here in the studio, manfully managing the station.
Managing the station,
Gamely.
yeah. I will try and take a moment or two just to recharge. I might do a little north, not as far as you.
No.
I'll stop short of the Wash.
Okay.
North Norfolk.
Yeah, that's
the domain of Partridge.
That'll be lovely. Just you and the denizens of the Linton Travel Tavern.
100%. Oh, you know it?
Yes, you know.
No, we'll be there. And that's lovely. I like the seaside around Christmas time. Rob, I'm being told by the producer to wrap this up immediately.
This is absolutely unbelievable.
But you can only imagine that scene, of course, from Blackheath.
From Blackheath.
Lovely to chat to you. Thanks for making some time. Best of seasonal to you and yours.
Very great pleasure, Tom.
And I'll see you.
Merry Christmas to you and to all of our beautiful listeners on Monocle Radio. Thank you.
You're back with the briefing on Monocle Radio. Now, warming winter hospitality in a magical mountain setting is what many people rightly dream of at this time of year. And it doesn't get too much toastier than Chalet Sofia in Slovenia's Julian Alps. This former location for school trips is now an upscale guesthouse and spa, hosted by one of the country's best-known restaurateurs. You can read all about it in our winter double issue of Monocle magazine, but our man in Slovenia, Guy Delaunay, took on surely one of his toughest challenges yet, and certainly one of his toughest assignments of the year, to experience Chalet Sofia for himself.
Welcome to Chalet Sofia. If you want to relax in a pool with a spectacular view of Slovenia's Julian Alps, this is the place. The peaks can be covered with snow all year round, and the forests below offer an ever-changing kaleidoscope of colour. But people don't just come here for the scenery. They want to experience the hospitality of the owners, Svetozar Razpopovic, better known as Pop, and his wife, Alexandra.
I like to call it a retirement project, because Pop wanted to get out of the restaurant. It was quite enough, 40 years. And since we both love people, love hosting, and he does magic in the kitchen, we found out that this would be perfect way of living for us, like, lifestyle. Chalet Sofia is our home. We live here throughout the year. It's a great way of meeting new people.
Every day. It's new people, new energy, new experience.
Exactly.
This is a really lifestyle.
Does this feel relaxing for you? This is the retirement project?
Definitely. This is after 75 years. Excellent. Last part in my life. Relax, new guests, new experience, and excellent place and on the mount, top on the mount. This is definitely good choice.
Well, we find it relaxing. It's not very hard for us because it's something that we love doing. Really, really love from the bottom of our hearts, not just words. We find it new every single day when somebody sees something new in the view, in some detail that we already forgot, and so on. And so it's just a reminder that we really, really are lucky to be able to live here.
Every day is definitely a challenge. Challenge to cook the breakfast and the dinner. We made a plan for 5 years because this is experiences charge your battery, our battery.
Yeah. This is how we charge our batteries. We love hosting. I cannot emphasize this.
This is not business. Definitely.
Yeah, no, definitely not business.
So the work-life balance doesn't exist?
No.
Every day 10 eggs. This is a good product.
The produce at Chalet Sofia is about as fresh as it gets. This is a place which comes with its own chickens, after all, who lay the eggs for the guests' breakfasts every morning. The water comes from a stream coming down the mountain nearby, and local farmers provide a lot of the other produce that goes into the meals created by your host and chef, Pop.
For cheese, different cheese, goat, sheep, cow cheese, and the meat, excellent meat. Venison, because this is a place, is full animals, but basically is venison.
You go for a walk and you meet a deer. They're all over the place. They graze here in this field in front of us.
It's important for breakfast, especially our chicken coop, chicken coop or 10 chickens. It's every day in the definitely fresh eggs.
We actually, when we do poached eggs, we take our guests to come and pick them up with us, and then we come and make the poached eggs.
Maybe.
Dinner at Chalet Sophia is a relaxed gourmet experience, personally prepared and served by the owners who've got decades of experience in running hospitality establishments.
I want to feel people at home here. When you're at home, you host, right? You enjoy, you talk to people, you know them and so on. And it's not a service at all for me. I mean, it's just,
service for friends.
Yeah, thank you for coming. Please enjoy.
Casual style,
Yes.
not official.
Nothing official at all.
Your experience yesterday is definitely you coming here in the friend's house, not in the official
Hotel or something. We don't want to use the word hotel because we don't feel like hotel. It's a home. Welcome to our home, and please share it and enjoy it.
The 5 bedrooms in Chalet Sophia are all named after members of the Raspopovich family, and they all come with the same jaw-dropping alpine vista. But if that's not enough, there's a TV hidden in a console, a Slovenian hi-fi courtesy of Kufer, and a 2-seat private jacuzzi.
Everything here was designed and made with the thought, this is our home.
This is very different. My son made in the hotel in the Ljubljana, 30 rooms, but very professional.
When we came here, everything just came from us, from somewhere inside. And you can feel it. Everything is very homey.
How do you feel you fit in with the big picture for Slovenian tourism? Because you sort of mentioned about how people are finding the country.
We don't see ourselves in the Slovenian tourism big picture. It's not something that... Well, we don't have the capacity for that either. We have 5 rooms, right? We're full with... We can fit even one small van, and but it's individual experience. People coming here, making a tour of Slovenia, and we are just one little pearl in this whole experience, and that's it.
What is the tourism? Tourism is people. This is very, very important. Not only nature. Nature without people, without hospitality. What is a nature? Only beauty, but completely experience. Need great heart in the
yes,
in
a
the
lot
people.
of heart, exactly. And this is what we have and what we know how to give.
And that was certainly my experience of Chalet Sophia. Now, if you'll excuse me, I've got a swimming pool to get back to. For Monocle in Slovenia's Julian Alps, I'm Guy Delaunay.
My thanks there to Guy Delaunay for what I'm sure was a particularly taxing assignment. And that brings us to the end of this very special Christmas Day edition of The Briefing. Season's greeting to you, one and all, wherever you are, from everyone here at Midori House and from Monocle's operations all around the world. This special edition of the show was produced by Tom Webb, and our studio manager was his little helper, David Stevens. But for now, from me, Tom Edwards, happy Christmas and all the best from all your friends at Monocle.